When you have type 1 diabetes, or type 1 diabetes, your pancreas produces little or no insulin. This is because the body's immune system mistakenly attacks and destroys the insulin-producing beta cells in the pancreas. The cause of type 1 diabetes is currently unknown. However, scientists believe that genetics and environmental factors such as viruses can contribute to the disease. What is the cause of type 1 diabetes? Factors that increase the risk of disease. The cause of type 1 diabetes is still unknown. However, some of the following factors can cause the pancreas to produce little or no insulin, causing type 1 diabetes. Specifically, genetic. Many studies have shown that people who have a parent or sibling with type 1 diabetes have a higher risk of developing the disease. Type 1 diabetes is caused by having certain genes that run in families that increase the risk of developing the disease. Type 1 diabetes is caused by genetics. However, not everyone who has a parent or close relative with type 1 diabetes also has the disease. For prevention, you should have regular health checkups, do blood sugar tests to diagnose, detect, and treat the disease as soon as possible. Cause of type 1 diabetes, due to viral infection. Exposure to harmful agents in the environment is also thought to be a cause of type 1 diabetes. For example, certain viruses can destroy the body's autoimmune system, when invading, increases the risk of diabetes and other immune diseases. Many studies have found a link between type 1 diabetes and a number of different viruses such as enterovirus, rotavirus, mumps virus, cytomegalovirus, etc. Among these, enteroviruses attract the most attention from scientists. Studies have shown that enterovirus antibodies are detected at higher levels in pregnant mothers of children with type 1 diabetes. Children with the disease also have a higher frequency of enterovirus infections than their siblings. Not sick. Age. Although type 1 diabetes can appear at any age. However, there are two subjects more often affected by this disease: children between 4 and 7 years old, and adolescents between 10 and 14 years old. Therefore, parents with children in this age need to pay great attention to the health, as well as the psychological and physiological changes of their children in order to promptly detect abnormalities. Do not forget to take your children for regular health checkups, detect the cause of type 1 diabetes early and prevent complications of this dangerous disease. Increased insulin requirements. The growth spurts of children and adolescents require increased insulin secretion and can place additional stress on the beta cells in the pancreas. This increases the risk of the immune system attacking and mistakenly destroying these insulin-producing cells. Type 1 diabetes is caused by age. When a significant number of insulin-producing beta cells in the pancreas are destroyed, the body produces little or no insulin. Insulin is a hormone that allows sugar, glucose, to enter cells for energy. If there isn't enough insulin to get the sugar into the cells, the sugar builds up in the blood. This is the main cause of type 1 diabetes, as well as other dangerous complications that are life-threatening. Vitamin D deficiency. The link between vitamin D and type 1 diabetes has been studied. The scientists found that the countries with the highest rates of type 1 diabetes tended to be further away from the equator. Countries like Finland, the UK, Sweden, Canada, and Australia all have much higher rates of the disease than other countries located near the equator. Studies have also shown that people with less sun exposure and vitamin D deficiency have a higher risk of developing type 1 diabetes. Therefore, regular vitamin D intake through healthy foods may reduce the risk of developing type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is caused by vitamin D deficiency. What is not a cause of type 1 diabetes? Diet. Many people often mistakenly believe that diet can be the cause of type 1 diabetes. However, a study conducted by the University of Colorado and published in 2008 has shown that a diet with food unhealthy, high glycemic index only accelerates disease progression in children, not the main cause of type 1 diabetes. Habits and lifestyle. Similarly, Unhealthy habits and lifestyle are not the main cause of this type of diabetes. However, maintaining an unscientific lifestyle, excessive stress, and lack of exercise are factors that promote the disease to worsen and cause many dangerous complications. Hopefully, through the information provided in this article, you have better understand the causes of type 1 diabetes, as well as how to prevent the disease in the first place.